So, I don't have to look at the next one, because it's a popular one. Many people know. It's
Which one is it?
SCP-811, the Swamp Woman.
We should still look at it. We looked at the doctor that one time.
Well, I know, we're gonna still read the article. I'm just saying I'm not gonna look at the nickname, because I already knew it.
Ah.
Right, yeah. If we're gonna make it a 5, make it a 5, because what the fuck was that?
You know what? That's fair, Bookworm. They got literally everything wrong about the SCP besides that it involves bees. It felt like they merged like at least two bee SCPs together, then made their own plot line.
They wanted to make a bee horror movie.
I also feel like there's some amount of violence in basically removing lamb because I, I feel like it's just in bad taste to remove a victim from an article.
Yeah. Yeah, like, if he wanted to have his own story, then see that up front. Yeah. Like, it wouldn't be much of a problem if he just said, I want to make a different
I don't
story
think
with the
we'd even
SCP.
be here if they wanted to do their just wanted to do their own thing and said as much. We wouldn't be
Yeah.
looking them over. We wouldn't be rating them.
Yeah. But
When
they
you take
don't.
other people's writing, you have to be ready to get rated.
Yeah, as well as they keep copyrighting the videos.
Yeah, that's right, Bookworm. They could have just said inspired by, but
Yeah.
instead they say it's the SCP. Oh my gosh, I'm still angry about the staircase. I'm still angry about the staircase. Oh, spoon.
Should we just clip Jiri screaming?
You could do that.
Alright.
You could use it whenever you feel frustrated.
We're gonna make it a new alert. I'm kidding.
I feel like that's alerting.
Alright, everyone ready for the next SCP?
Yeah.
Alright. Item SCP-811. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-811 should be kept in a climate-controlled cylindrical glass enclosure between 10 and 20 meters in diameter, filled to a depth of no less than 2.5 meters on average, with a wetland of soil and stagnant fresh water. It is believed it is to be furnished with a variety of aquatic plants and stay of swamp and redacted. As the remaining vegetation there has exhibited the adaptation to regrow quickly from injuries endured during contact with SCP-811, as long as the roots are undamaged. Logs of manageable size, in addition, humus-rich soil may be provided for good behavior. Water depth is not to exceed half a meter at its lowest point. Height of the enclosure must be no less than 5 meters above the highest soil point. Temperature is to be kept at 25 degrees Celsius, and humidity should be kept above 70%. There is to be a decontamination airlock chamber between the door into the enclosure and a door to the rest of the facility. Air that is ventilated into the enclosure should not be recirculated back into the rest of the facility under any circumstances. Methane resulting from 811's normal interaction with its environment is not anomalous and may not be bottled for use as fuel. No heated elements or open flames are permitted inside the enclosure. The enclosure must be tested daily for pH and microbe levels in both the soil and water, as well as for changes in chemical composition. Enclosures should be cleaned bi-weekly, preferably by D-class personnel. All discarded waste should be put in quarantine for analysis before disposal by standard biohazard protocol. Subject is to be given at least 5 kilograms of live food 24 hours after its completion of its previous meal. Subject is not averse to preying on humans and is recommended that personnel not enter the enclosure if 811 has not been fed in over 16 hours. No invasive medical procedure may be performed on 811 outside of emergency situations in which such a procedure is required to save a subject's life. Minimally invasive procedures require review and unanimous approval by 811's assigned medical team and the current project head. Alright. All requests by the subject are to be reviewed by both an overseen annual enrichment specialist and at least one level 3 personnel before approval, and the review should not take more than 48 hours unless exceptional circumstances dictate otherwise. While 811 is not generally aggressive unless it feels hungry or threatened, all handling personnel are to be cautioned that it is still opportunistic ambush predator, and safety precautions must be taken to avoid possible injury or infection. All personnel entering the enclosure must wear full-body, non-organic biohazard suits and breath masks, and must be in groups of at least 2. No personnel are to enter the enclosure if they have open wounds or sores anywhere on their body. No suffering from asthma or other respiratory infecting conditions are prohibited from entering the enclosure without a signed note from a physician with level 4 security clearance. As far as research indicates, 811 cannot cause serious injury to anyone properly wearing their biohazard suit. Anyone who removes any part of their biohazard suit while still in the enclosure, for any reason at all, will be subject to disciplinary action up to and including reassignment to a project that would not be adversely affected by their status as an amputee. Alright. SCP-811 is shaped similarly to a human female with a disproportionately long and thin limbs and slightly bloated abdominal region. It is 171 centimeters tall and weighs just under 47 kilograms due to its strange physiology. Its skin has slight abrasive properties and is molted green color that serves to camouflage it among the reeds in its natural habitat. Its sweat has been observed to act as a mild skin irritant, as it has extremely oily black hair that has proven to be resistant to cleaning with conventional shampoos. It shows partial comprehension of human language consistent with the case studies of feral children that have been abandoned at a few years old instead of as infants. The palmoplantar surfaces of 811's skin consistently secrete a clear green tinted mucus with minor adhesive properties. This mucus does not appear to have any effect on 811's own tissue, but any other organic matter that it comes into contact with begins to rapidly decompose, during a process not fully understood, reducing matter to a slightly viscous black liquid. Prognosis and procedure for personnel who have come in contact with 811's digestive mucus is the same as for naturally occurring necrosis and gangrene once the mucus has been washed off. 811 can then absorb said liquid through its skin and directly into the circulatory system. Tests have shown that 811's entire circulatory system is filled with liquefied decaying matter. Biopsies taken from 811 have shown the presence of anaerobic bacteria in all examined cells, which, due to the apparent lack of anything resembling functional red blood cells in the subject, are currently presumed to be what 811 uses to metabolize the chemicals in the circulatory system. 811 does not defecate or otherwise produce feces in a general sense, and entirely lacks a small or large intestine. Instead, similar waste and substances 811 is unable to metabolize collect in what is, atomically speaking, its stomach. Within the stomach, enzymes of the bacterial flora cause it to congeal into a grainy tar-like substance that 811 periodically voids by voluntary projectile regurgitation, a mechanism which it uses to hunt. It preferentially aims at the face of any of the perceived open wounds on its target, and waits for the target to die of either immediate asphyxiation by blockage of the mouth and nose, or in a few days of multi-systemic failure resulting from aggressive bacterial infection. 811's teeth did not seem to have any abnormal resistance to decay, resulting from chronic exposure to the compounds and microflora in its waste. Prognosis for personnel who have been in contact with 811's waste through the mucous membrane or open wound is good if broad-spectrum antibiotic therapy is begun in the first 3 hours, but then rapidly declines. Personnel who are D-class or have gone 12 hours without getting treatment may request termination. Addendum 811-1. To date, 811 has requested regular delivery of bovine prey, denied. That crocodilians be removed from its prey annual rotation, approved. New water be stocked with a variety of fish species from its native, redacted, denied. One hairbrush made of 100% synthetic materials, approved. For one D-class personnel to every other day come in with a basin and shower head to wash and condition its hair, approved. It has been noted that standard strength hair shampoos do not adequately clean away the excessive oil in 811's hair, and the use of formula with a higher proportion of stronger surfactants has been authorized. To be addressed by 2-syllable name that has been translated as A. 811 began illiterate and thus not capable of choosing a spelling for itself. Approved. Due to 811's difficulty with language, it has been deemed acceptable to use its chosen name when directly speaking to it for the purpose of streamlining meaningful communication. Relief from its chronic tooth pain. Approved. Request was initially denied until a safe and effective method of administering general anesthesia to 811 was discovered and a dental surgery plan advised. Tooth number 47, removed to test method and adjust for unpredicted special aftercare requirements. Remainder of 811's teeth removed and overdenture implants installed in a second operation. 811 supplied with complete dentures to be repaired as needed. One turtle in hazmat suit for non-dietary purposes, denied. Turtles are currently removed from prey annual rotation. Possibility of placing a small turtle habitat in an observation area outside 811's enclosure for enrichment under consideration. Addendum 811-2. Due to the fact that 811 has lungs and teeth, despite having no apparent use for either, it has been brought to Bioresearch Area 12's Radiology Lab for X-rays to examine its internal structure. Results were inconclusive. Subsequent MRI testing has revealed that 811 has a number of unusual glands and organs attached to its lymphatic system, which may assist in regulation of the viscosity and microbial flora of the material in its circulatory system. One such organ in the abdominal region appears to contain lighter than air gas. The possibility that 811 was once redacted is being explored. Due to the impossibility of maintaining a sterile operating environment, limited understanding of 811's biology, and difficulty in calculating the subject's mass, the risk of major complications or subject death has been deemed too high to authorize exploratory surgery. Interview log 811-16. Interviewers Dr. Tribucket, Junior Lab Assistant Watchtail. Dr. Tribucket and Junior Lab Assistant Watchtail enter 811's containment unit. Dr. Tribucket is carrying a clipboard with a document on it in a shoebox. Taxi. What want? Questions. Food. Dr. Tribucket nods, opens the shoebox, a frog jumps out. 811 brings her foot down on the frog as it lands and begins to digest it. Ducty wants questions? Yes. Hands the clipboard to Watchtail, points to something on it. Reading from the clipboard, what is the earliest thing you can remember? Earliest thing? Early things before? Oh wait, that's the wrong person. Early things before. Seems to understand. Before backs? Before box. Appears thoughtful. Most before? Yes. With sweeping demonstrative arm and hand movements. Big man. Tall. Small. Very smaller than man. Uses hand to indicate a height of approximately 1 meter off the ground. Points their own arm was like man. What was like him? Pinches some of her skin between two fingers. This, not like like man, like people. Her skin. Prods her arm thoughtfully, then smiles. Skin. Wait, you mean you had skin like eyes? It's pretty swell earlier. What after? Pointing to the inside of one elbow. Pain stick here. Cold. Needle eye. Cleared the clears throat. They're called needles. Needle here. Cold. Undone. Pain. Pantomiming something coming out of her mouth. Red. Was very hungry. Scared. 8-man. Skin like this. Oh, God. At this point, Watchtower began to vomit in his hazmat suit. 811's misinterpreting this as a sign of hostility retreats into one of the pools of water in its enclosure. It does not resurface until both Watchtower and Dr. Tribucket have left. Notes, while I'm understanding the appeal of training a new blood on something relatively harmless and as green as they are, could you please throw them at some other humanoid for a while? I'm trying to actually get things done here. Dr. Tribucket. That's 811.
Yeah. I never really thought about that last part before, but she was definitely made it like that on purpose by someone.
Yeah. Alright, I'm almost done setting up the thumbnails. Alright, we ready? To judge the thumbnail.
Okay, how bad can it be? His last words. Four.
What, you don't like it?
They're literally suggesting someone with a childlike mind is trying to woo a guy.
What do you think about it, Bookworm? I mean, I'm gonna put 4 down, but what do you think about it?
Also, they made her pregnant in that thumbnail.
Of course, she's super sexy. Now, watch her look like nothing in the thumbnail.
You mean not pregnant and wooing some random guy?
Yeah.
Sure.
Wait, I gotta do one last thing. I gotta pet the Busta.
Busta is precious. Let us hope this SCP video, this SCP content farm video, does not get a rating of 0.
Yeah, well, I pet it for you, Bookworm. Ready
Would
for the
you mind
video?
if I got it? Oh, yeah. Video.
Let's see. Nope.
Ugh.
Why am I not surprised?
Well, they haven't done it before. Why would they do it now?
Oh no, I just see a first comment. Just so you don't get confused. It was the Chaos Insurgency that caught Cage then killed Dundee. Female agent was a traitor from the SCP.
What the fuck?
The Chaos Insurgency is gonna be in this video. I can hear your anger.
How would you know I'm angry? I'm totally not tossing my mouse in upsetness.
Come and spoil this. Anyways, are you ready?
Yeah.
Really? Nothing here either. The hell are those sons of
They
bitches?
do have some weird, like, dollar store Dundee.
Thank you, Governor, for preparing us for pain.
What the?
What?
Bon appetit, mon chéri.
They made the people French again.
It feels like they're trying to be Southern without having the accent, and I'm not sure how I feel about the AI voice doing that. I think you need to click use of
There she
AI.
is.
Alright, I will. What the fuck?
God, Jesus Christ, what the hell?
Well, it's not like in
Shit.
either the article or the thumbnail.
So let's
How do
go.
you feel about that?
Why can I click wrong SCP design?
Hey! Hey, there's someone over there! The light! The light! Shine it over there!
Maybe they'll still have the hair as long and oily.
Yeah.
That did not look oily.
Yeah.
This just in. A swamp creature has perfect hair.
Well,
Why not?
Agent Nicole Carver, seeing as you've made quite a mess, you better start by being completely honest with me.
Well, Mr. Marsh, seeing as you're not the judge, I have nothing to hide.
So, how'd you find out about Object 811?
About the swamp woman?
From our people
I
inside the
just
police
realized
department,
something
they share
depressing.
intel with us.
Hmm.
I think this is the first black character they've used in any of their videos so far.
Regarding strange cases, like this very one that happened on that day.
A local alligator hunter showed up at one of the police stations around the city outskirts. He was yelling that he had seen some sort of creepy green creature in the swamps.
Go sober up. Maybe your swamp monsters will go away then.
Follow him.
This is probably where the chaos energy comes in.
Dollar Store Dundee is being followed by the police officer. I'm assuming the black woman's a police officer.
What the? Who are you?
Wait,
What's
what?
going on?
Mr. Dundee,
I
we're
told
with the
you.
National Security Agency.
Oh,
we
never
need your
mind.
help.
I swear, I have a trapping license.
That's of no concern to us, but you do need to show us the place where you saw that creature. He did show us the place, but we were having trouble believing him at first.
There was an airboat here, and there's where she got out of the swamp. I can still see her awful face.
Did you happen to be under the influence yesterday, Mr. Dundee?
You don't believe me? You really think I just made all
They
this up?
even called
Well, screw
the
you.
Dollar Store Dundee actually Dundee.
Yep.
Okay.
While we were looking for at least some semblance of a clue, he moved aside and started searching in the murky water. When suddenly,
Ah, yes. The smartest of things to do.
Ah, shit!
in the water near the shore, we found someone's arm still with an expensive wristwatch still attached. Well, at least it was something. We took the arm with us and headed back to the base.
I take it the watch you're wearing now is the watch from the story?
Well, it would have been a waste of a good watch.
I'm pretty sure that's
Sure,
illegal.
Right. That alligator hunter, Mr. Dundee.
So
What
the
happened to him?
first black woman they put in any of their videos, the first black person in general they put in any of their videos, and they have her robbing a corpse.
Let's see if it gets any worse.
What do you think? We don't leave witnesses.
So he suffered the same fate as your partner?
Colby betrayed me. I don't regret what I had to do.
All right, we digress. What happened next? Had you made any progress in the investigation?
Yes, we analyzed the arm and this watch from the swamp to establish the identity of the owner. It was a tourist from Switzerland who had gone missing in this area a month ago. Official sources blamed the alligators, but that wasn't what got my attention. The tissues of the arm had decomposed after being exposed to some sort of strange toxic mucus. The alligators clearly had nothing to do with it. After I received the data, I left to go report it to command. Ben, this is definitely our target. According to a witness in the lab results, it's carnivorous and clearly has abnormal
Oh
properties.
no.
We can't just jump to conclusions, Nicole. We'll know for sure when the object is actually in our lab.
Yes, sir. I have just the idea. This creature's as good as ours.
You know what I'm just
We set
realizing
up
right
round-the-clock
now?
surveillance at the
Oh,
location.
never mind.
What?
Before this scene, they made every single Chaos Insurgency agent. If this is the Chaos Insurgency.
Yeah, the last time, I'm not even sure if we've seen them before. If we
Yeah.
did, they were. I don't know what color they were, but
Oh yeah, there were the white people on Hawaiian Island.
okay. I will say, did you notice that they made the black guy look like Morpheus from The Matrix?
I did not. I don't watch
You
The
like
Matrix.
rewind it and look?
I don't even know what Morpheus looks like. I don't watch The Matrix.
Okay, let me get a picture.
Guess I can go back a little bit right here. Oops.
I have just the idea. This
When the object is actually...
There we go.
Like a very badly drawn dollar store Morpheus.
Let's see. So, Bookham, are you being entertained so far?
Okay. You see that? See how he looks kind of like a dollar store Morpheus?
Hold on. I guess, yeah. I can see it.
There are other pictures.
Yeah, anyways, we
But
got
yeah, he wears a leather coat similar to that guy's, only his is cooler. He has a tie on, which obviously looks more badass and cool. And in general, he just looks like a better version of that guy.
Yeah.
Morpheus does.
Yeah. Anyways, we good to go? Continue?
Yeah, we have Dollar Store Morpheus and Dollar Store Dundee.
We set up round-the-clock surveillance at the location Mr. Dundee had pointed out. A trap cage was lowered into the swamp, and as for the bait, well, let's just say Mr. Dundee proved to be useful again.
Wow.
Alligators swam near the trap a couple of times. We had to keep them off by using a shocker. But a couple of hours later, we hit the jackpot.
Miss Carver, look!
Gotcha! Lift it up! Apparently, this creature was so hungry it ignored us and just began eating.
What?
This is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
Relax, we're all gonna get paid extra for this.
Bad people! Go away!
Now that was strange.
Seems like you were surprised that Object 811 was intelligent.
Give me a break. You can't tell me you weren't surprised at first, too.
What happened after you delivered the object to the base?
Well, first, we built a special containment cell. A large closed tank filled with mud and swamp water. After we observed the Green Lady for several days, we realized
she's
that she had to
SCP
eat every
Foundation.
16 hours. Otherwise, she becomes extremely
Not
aggressive.
Chaos Insurgency.
She was quite docile and shy the rest of the time. Her activities caused the release of methane and a dangerous toxin with abnormal properties.
Was that the thing that had your bosses so interested?
Oh yes, Ben would have found a great use for it. But I was only interested in one thing. Who fed her from the airboat that night? Which is why I chose the time when the swamp woman had already been fed and decided to talk to her.
Don't be afraid. I won't hurt you. What? What's that? You want to brush your hair?
That was a good chance to earn her trust. I ordered the employees to bring me a brush quickly. It had worked and I managed to establish contact with her. Her words were scarce and simple though. It was clear speaking was hard for her, but I listened and learned a lot of interesting things from her childish babbling.
What the
She used to
fuck?
be an ordinary person, until an evil man
Other
gave her some
people
sort
are
of
supposed to
injection.
brush her
Soon after
hair.
Yeah.
that, her skin began to turn green and she became insatiably hungry. She even had a name.
Need a name.
Hey, I see. Tell me, who were those people on the airboat? The ones who fed you?
Leave people Nito.
She started drawing something onto the glass using dirt, and when she finished,
Damn it!
it was your logo.
Oh, wait.
The logo of the SCP.
Oh wait, I was right the first time. It is the Castle Surgency.
I feel like their new plot for this old SCP is just very needlessly convoluted. There we
Yeah,
go.
I'm so lost. And Bookworm.
Chaos Insurgency is apparently doing what the SCP Foundation does, even though it's never been known to trap SCPs.
They kidnap SCPs, granted,
Yeah,
and torture them.
yeah.
They don't go out capturing them like the Foundation does.
They're a different organization.
They used to be part of Foundation, but then left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Bookworm, are you also lost right now?
The Chaos Insurgency kidnapped the Green Lady from the SCP Foundation and started trying to figure out where she was from, and they found out she used to be held by the SCP Foundation.
Yeah.
Also, the Chaos Insurgency fed Store Dundee to Green Lady.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot. That's what the Kansas City did. Loki got the name confused with Serpent's Hand. Oh god. They are polar opposites. Oh god.
Also, once again, they're accusing SCP Foundation of doing things to Green Lady that they never did.
Yeah. Alright. Let's continue. Let's see how worse it gets.
SCP Foundation and every employee of our organization, the Chaos Insurgency, knew it. Unfortunately, I know your lousy organization all too well, Mr. Leon Marsh.
Lousy? That's rich coming from an agent of the Chaos Insurgency. Your goals are unethical. Let's be honest. They're goddamn weird.
I see the Foundation did a nice job brainwashing you. You're their loyal dog, Leon. Aren't you? I was like that once, blindly believing in the ideas of the Foundation.
What?
There are too many of them.
I'll cover you!
There's no time! Take off!
What?
I was an ordinary soldier in the Foundation's task force. The Chaos Insurgents ambushed us during one of our missions. We had to retreat
They
hastily.
randomly
I was
leave
covering my
someone
teammates
behind
when I
who
was
only a
wounded.
little hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, that blinking. That looks magic.
What, in Discord?
No, the blinking of the character. Think of this. That brown doesn't match her skin.
Yeah.
You know what, Mr. Marsh? My people left me to die on that battlefield. The insurgents captured me and took me to their base.
Every
You'd never
time she
understand how I felt. I was betrayed by my commander and captured by the enemy. But the insurgents nursed me back to health. They gave me shelter and new meaning. I joined them feeling zero regret.
Yeah, I've read your file, but don't expect sympathy from me. You're a traitor. No way around it. let's just get back to the story. What happened next?
I went on and reported everything to Ben and shared my theories.
She drew the SCP logo. There's no doubt in my mind. The Foundation is running inhumane experiments in their labs. I know it. I think they're the ones who turned her into this swamp woman. I wonder how it is
What?
she managed to escape from them, though. Wait, Ben? There's something wrong with A. She's in pain.
I felt scar tissue on her head and flicked her hair aside. There was something under her skin.
What the? I need a doctor specializing in humanoids to Sector C-22 immediately.
It didn't take long for Dr. Winter to make an incision and extract a foreign object from under A's skin.
Is this... Shit! That's a tracker!
Bad people. Hey.
Ben, there was a tracker under A's skin. The bastards from the Foundation set us up. Are you certain? Roger that.
We soon realized it was not a coincidence A ended up here.
What?
The Foundation has always loved their dirty tricks.
Quit stalling, Nicole. What happened after that?
We didn't know what to expect. One thing was clear. We didn't have much time.
We need to prepare for the worst. I'll contact the head.
The alarm went off and the warning system reported a breach in the western wall. My worst fears had come true. The Foundation already had our coordinates.
My God.
Damn it! They've
I'm sorry,
located
that's
us!
all I think when I see him.
At the security point, it became clear to me that the outside defense forces had already been wiped out completely. The Foundation squads were quickly infiltrating the base.
Did they
They're fully
just melt a wall with a fire
Yes, they use
extinguisher?
fire, normal fire, to magically blowtorch a wall.
No,
open.
Jiri, look at the object. That's a fire extinguisher.
Oh! I assumed it was fire. I assumed wrong. Apparently, a fire extinguisher can melt stone walls. Okay.
Completely. The Foundation squads were quickly infiltrating the base.
Damn! They're fully prepared for an assault. Our base can't hold them off for long. Evacuate all records and objects, now!
The Foundation squads were quickly making their way into the building. We loaded as much as we could, and the helicopters began to take off. Shit! They're here! God damn it!
Shit! Take off now!
I didn't have time to get into the helicopter. Ben took off without me, and I had to surrender to the Foundation. Ironic.
Nicole Carver. We're in luck. A prisoner with a rank like this could be useful.
Sir, permission to shoot Miss Carver. They can extract a lot of information from her. Hold it. Let them take her. Alive.
That actually is expensive for the
Are you
council.
satisfied, Mr. Marsh?
Quite so.
What?
And now I want to know where the insurgents
I said that
are.
is expected from Chaos Insurgency. They don't like. They will gladly shoot each other if it means information doesn't get out.
Fair enough, yeah, that sounds like them. Not shooting them does not sound like them.
Yeah. Am I late again? Hi, Kitaro. How are you doing?
Evacuated too. We both know I'll get everything I need out of you eventually. Don't make us do things the hard way.
What the fuck is she doing?
First, what made you
I
think
don't
of putting
know.
a tracker in the object?
Rubbing the handcuffs.
Your partner, Colby. You see, he wanted to cooperate with the Foundation. He stole some interesting files for us and told us that your complex is based around New Orleans. Unfortunately, he didn't have time to tell us the exact coordinates because you all suspected he was working for us and killed him. So we had an idea.
Well, yeah,
We
that's
let
what you
Aya
do
go
to
with an
traitors,
impl-
right? You fucking nail them down.
Yeah.
planted
Do they
tracker and
expect
just
them
sit
to leave traitors alive?
back and wait for you to capture it.
So that's who started all this? Our little rogue Agent Colby? I was right to kill that traitor. But don't pretend to be the saints of this story. Weren't you the ones who turned A into a swamp creature to begin with?
Oh, so that's what you think. Let me show you something. This video is about 10 years old. Perhaps Aya used to be a human once, but when she came to us, we established she was already at least 50 years old, and she couldn't control her hunger. Our containment measures and
They
experiments
don't
made her
know
less
how old she
aggressive.
is. I think.
Yeah.
We released her into that swamp as bait for the insurgents. We gave her meat once a day so she wouldn't go attacking random people. The Foundation is nothing like the insurgency, so maybe you should consider joining us again. After all, this time it was the insurgents who left you to die.
They will come for me. The small complex of the Chaos Insurgency you destroyed is just a small price to pay for this huge data center of the Foundation.
You do realize you won't get out of here alive, right?
Neither will you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Let's see how the Foundation wants a taste of its own medicine. When you get to them, Nicole, the most important thing is that you stall for time so we can track your signal.
It'll be done, sir.
Damn you! Security!
That is not like the SCP Foundation. They would have immediately searched for trackers.
Insurgents are breaching the base!
Over and out.
What the fuck?
I think this is getting another 0.
Removal of character / license. Yes.
Or
Added gore or violence.
or
Yeah. They did like the chaos insurgency and everyone fighting each other.
they added a lot of violence. We don't need to go through every instance of violence they added.
Yeah. Deviates from the plot of the article. Yes.
Yeah, for
Only men in the video / offensiveness.
I don't think they were racist or sexist.
No, I don't think so either.
I didn't like the Dollar Store Dundee or Dollar Store Morpheus, but that was not racist, I think.
Yeah. So I guess 0.
Yutaro, why are you stressed?
Yeah, you alright? So I guess that'd be 20%.
You know what? It's not a 0.
Yeah.